Welcome everybody to Live Case Break. This is Larry. We are breaking Tier 1 case number 16. First, we're going to do a random for remaining teams. So we're going to roll our dice. We're going to get a number. We're going to run random.org that many times, both on the person side and on the team side. Whatever team you wind up across from, that's the team you're going to get in the random. We are then going to run all of the Major League teams, except for the Yankees, the same amount of times that we roll for the random. And whatever team winds up on top will get the Yankees in this break for free. For free. So, with that being said, let me tell you who I've got in this random. I've got Robin, John L, Mike E. I've got FML, aka Charles P, for 2. Charles A, Tommy G for 2. Charles A for 2 and Tommy G for 2. Daniel R for 1, Tanner B for 2, and Mike J for 1. Let me get rid of the Christmas music. That is a foul. If I could hear it, I would know. You know, I need to put on, maybe we'll put on some euphoric music instead. Maybe that will heat the stream somewhat. Okay, so let's roll our dice and get going. Got a 9, guys. 6 and a 3. 9. Alright. Let's get these separated. I should have done that. What happened to the name, to the teams here? Wait a minute. There they are. Alright. As usual, I am having slight technical difficulties, which I have resolved. Hold on, I may have moved a little bit over too far. We should be good now. Yes, we are. Okay, here we go. 9 times, guys. Good luck, everyone. First, we would do the names. Why is it doing that? I need to move it over more? Oh. Okay, now we go. Names first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Next teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Bingo bongo, Tanner returns, gets the Cubs. Just like that. Just like that. Tanner comes back, and he Cubs it. Giants to Mike E. Cardinals to John L. Look at that, Charles. Look at that. Positive Charles. That is something. Tommy G with the Red Sox. Isn't it weird like all top teams came out on top? We've got the Jays, Mike J. The Rockies go to Charles A. The Phillies go to Charles P. We have the Orioles to Daniel R. Alright, we have the Royals to Robin. We have the Tigers to Tommy G. The Tigers won the Yankees in the last break. So let's see what they do this time. Alright, we have the Twins to Charles A. Twins also killed the last break. And the Marlins to Tanner. Alright, let me save this and send it to Timmy. Chris, if you're here, bro, we're oversold in this. So I'll refund you right after the break, or we could just put you into as a credit into the next break. I'll be right back in the chat window to talk about it with you, or you could text me. Either one. Sorry, bro. Somehow the system oversold by one spot. All right, let me send this to Tim. All right, now we're going to do the random for Los Yankees. Let's get the major league teams here. Let's delete the Yankees. And we'll run this 9 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You can see that's 9 times right there. Seattle Mariners. Mariners are Andrew C. Congrats to Andrew. All right, back to the video. We'll read the full sell sheet. Let me text Andrew just to let him know, and text Mike his team as well. Alright, so now let's point this a little down. We'll dismount this case and then I'll read the sell sheet. We're going to start ripping. Where did I put my knife? My knife is not in this room. Gosh darn it. Hey Cam! Could you get my cutter from the living room, please? Alright, our full sell sheet is Ed G with the Angels, Charles P with the Astros, John L with the A's, Mike J, perfect dismount. No, it's not a perfect dismount. 2 boxes stuck in the case. There we go. Alright. Then we have Mike J Jays, Andrew C with the Braves, David S with the Brewers, John L with the Cardinals, Tanner with the Cubs, Stephen P with the D-backs, John L with the Dodgers, Mike E with the Giants, Brian J with the Indians, Andrew C with the Mariners, Tanner with the Marlins, Andrew C with the Mets, Joseph D with the Nats, Daniel R with the Orioles, Joseph D with the Padres, Charles P with the Phillies, Chad D with the Pirates, Haig with the Rangers, thank you bud, Joseph D with the Rays, Tommy G with the Red Sox, David S with the Reds, Charles A with the Rockies, Robin with the Royals, Tommy with the Tigers, Charles A with the Twins, Brian J with the White Sox, and Andrew with the Free Yankees. Let me put these like this so they're all on the screen. Point these down more so you guys can see the cards. Alright, let's get that breaker rating moving in the right direction. Box number 1. Good luck, guys. Alright, we start out with a hit for Tanner. The Schwarbs. Kyle Schwarber. Relic. And for the Orioles, 8 out of 10, Adam Jones. That goes to Daniel R. And Trace Thompson for the Dodgers. Dodgers are John L. Do I get any points for Adam Jones or no? Just need to get a Bregman. I could get a quick 20. Adam Jones out of 10 qualify for any points? +1. Alright, I'll post it after this pack. Oh, we have another Jones in the factory here, and then I don't know, something with a red bottom. Oh, it's just Red Sox. Chipper Jones out of 200 for Andrew and the Braves. Then we've got Stephen Wright out of 300. That could be negative points. Stephen Wright out of 300 for the Red Sox, and Trey Mancini for the Orioles. The Orioles off to a real good start. Stephen Wright could be negative. Stephen Wright out of 300 really should be negative. I'll wait for the official score. Yeah, I thought so. So I don't have to change anything. We'll just leave it the way it is. I agree with that ruling. I can't handle -5 Henry Owens. I cannot tolerate that right now. My breaker rating is not high enough to deal with that. Oh, look at that. I think we pulled one last break. This one's even better. Phil Rizzuto at a 25 dual relic for the Yanks. 9 out of 25. That's pretty sweet. Carlos Carrasco for the Indians at a 300. That's Brian J on the board. And Javi Baez at a 65 for Tanner and the Cubs. This stuff has been selling. Alright, next box. Put these here so you guys can see them, so there's no flim flame going on. Oh, look at that. Is that KB? Why, it is. Tanner picking up some singles and doubles here. Chris Bryant relic out of 331. Oh, look at that. Jose Canseco. Bat relic auto out of 100. John L. And Wilson Contreras for the Cubs out of 50. Cubs having a break. Tanner doing work over there. Charles, let me know if there's any adjustments to the rating here. The only thing I would think, maybe the Rizzuto out of 25. I don't know if that's good enough for a +1. All right, so let's move it up to 2. Oh, it's a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker. The relic card. This is a 4-card pack. We got Dansby Swanson for the Braves. And Andrew. Big Mac for the A's. A's having a quietly nice break. Andres Galarraga for the Rockies. And Charles A. And David Dahl also for the Rockies. So a pair of Rockies hits there. I don't know, I got a weird feeling we're hitting something good in this case. All the names are like good. Yeah, Robin, you are. You haven't hit anything yet, so at least you missed the agony of it. You saved yourself the agony of 4 boxes without hits for you. So in that way, we can just look on the bright side. Positive Charles would say, actually, it was 5 boxes with no hits for you. Positive Charles would use Verbal Aikido. This is even also on the thick side. Oh, wow, look at that. That's a nice patch on that one. 2 thick patches, again, a 4-card pack. Out of 25, Giancarlo Stanton. For the Marlins, that's Tanner again. Tanner comes back with a vengeance. For the Royals and Robin. There you are. Eric Hosmer out of 331. For the Jays, John Olerud out of 25. And Cody Reed for the Reds. And David S. That was an interesting pack. Just need to pull Bregman. Just thinking Bregman. I'm focusing on it. Focus, focus, focus. I still think we're hitting a monster in this case, guys. I'm calling it out. I believe there is a monster within this. It's just like a very weird configuration that I have a very optimistic feel for. And I usually am right on these things. I don't always say we're hitting a monster. I am putting the monster alert on red right now. What's up, Mr. Piv? I've turned on the monster light. No, not spot price. No, it was not. It was an expensive random. Brian Dozier for the Twins. Charles A. Jim Rice for the Red Sox out of 100. Goes to Tommy G. And Reynaldo Lopez for the Nats and Joseph D. Oh, if we get like a letter, a Hosmer letter, a Moustakas letter book, or a George Brett auto, that would be cool. I don't know if George Brett is in this, but he has not signed in a while. Alright. Still believe we're going to hit a monster. I feel it. Oh, we have the Todd father, Todd Frazier for the White Sox and Brian J. Zach Britton for the Orioles. Third Orioles hit out of 331. Kendry Morales for the Jays. And a redemption. Could this be Henry Owens or could this be the monster? I could be going at a negative breaker rating right now. No. Thank God. Tyler Glasnow for Chad and the Pirates. Still am optimistic. I'm retaining my optimism. Another Orioles hit. My goodness. Alright, we have a clear card coming up. First, we have Chris Davis out of 225 for the Orioles. And the clear for the Rockies, John Gray. That is 1 of 5. One of 5, John Gray, and the other is Luke Weaver. Does the John Gray out of 5 get any points? I think that could be a +1. +3, nice. I need all that. That at least takes me out of the danger of having a negative rating. Alright, we've got Brandon Belt for the Giants. There's a nice one. That's got to be a good... That has to be an augmentation to the breaker rating. And Kyle Seager. Let me take a picture of that for Andrew. That has to be a significant augmentation to the breaker rating. I actually think that's nicer than Ripken because he signs less. Only a +3 for him, Mattingly, out of 10? 1 out of 10? Wow, that's rough. But I'll take it. Still think we got something bigger than that. Alright, we've got Ryan Braun. This is a sideways deal. Ugh, not Bregman. We have not Bregman for the Astros. Saw Astros, I got slightly excited. And Manuel Margot for the Padres. And Joseph D, 1 out of 25 copper. -1 for the read. I'll take it. I'll eat that one at -1. Just in pure disappointment. Last box. Then case 17's filling right on the back of this one, guys. We got a redemption, I think. No, it's just 3 cards. Alright, we've got Nolan Arenado for the Rockies. Derek Lee for the Cubs. And Michael Fulmer for the Tigers. And that's the break. It was a pretty lackluster case, if you ask me.